Hi, I'm Casey from Rebreak News. Today we're going to talk with members of the public and politicians about the new V&A in Dundee. We're also going to ask them their opinions about Lockheed Councillor Charlie Malone's recent refusal to attend the grand opening. Enjoy! This evening, how was the experience?
Oh, truly transcending, way beyond any of my wildest expectations. It's world class. It's put not just Dundee in the map in Scotland, but really globally. There's been so much great feedback already, and the exhibits are really exciting. I can't wait for the people of Dundee to come in and see it. It really belongs to everybody here, so it's really important, and what a great location for it to be as well.
I'm Robin Presswood. I currently work for Fife Council, but I'll shortly be starting in Dundee as the Executive Director for City Development.
Right. You've been inside this evening. Was it an enjoyable experience?
Yeah, it's quite stunning. I think it's a real flagship for Dundee and for Scotland. I think it will bring hundreds of thousands of new visitors to the city, and I think it'll be a very significant contribution towards economic development in Dundee.
You've been inside the museum this evening. Is there anything that was a particular favourite or you'd recommend?
I climbed the stairs and I was so excited because you could see out the window and I saw right across to the port, and the port is to me the heart of the city. It's what took the city to the world and what brought the world into the city, so that kind of really pleased me.
Absolutely fantastic. It's an excellent thing for the city. Anybody that's not here, I don't understand why they didn't come along just to see what was going on tonight.
Lockheed Councillor Charlie Malone has said that he wouldn't attend the grand opening. Do you have any opinions about his actions or whether it will affect?
This is to benefit the whole city, and that's the first and foremost. This is one thing in a step to get the city moving on. And if Mr Malone, if he chooses, or Councillor Malone I should say, if he chooses not to come, that's his decision and he has to stand by his own decision.
Recently, Charlie Malone has said that he wouldn't attend the grand opening. Do you have any opinions about his actions and decision?
I think Charlie's wrong. I mean, having been in there at the civic reception tonight and seen the buzz that there was in that room, it's just a great feeling for Dundee. You know, we've not had this forever. You know, I've been Dundee virtually all my life, and we've never had this before. And I think there's going to be spin-offs from here. We've had all this. Whoever thought you'd see Dundee mentioned in the Wall Street Journal? Never thought you'd ever see that. The Economist, a whole load of publications in Japan apparently because it's Kengo Kuma. In Japan, Dundee's famous now. So that's got to be a spin-off. There's going to be people coming here to stay in hotels, eat in restaurants, drink in pubs. I mean, of course it's going to be good for Dundee. And I do think in time, I mean, I can see where Charlie's coming from, and you know, what is there for people at Lockheed, what is there for people in Fintray, some of our other estates. But there will be something there because it's going to bring visitors to the city. We're not going to be the forgotten city anymore. We're going to actually be somebody now, I think, Dundee. So yes, I think it's brilliant for Dundee. Fantastic.
Lockheed Councillor Charlie Malone has recently said that he wouldn't be attending the grand opening. Do you have any opinions about his actions or whether it will affect the museum?
I don't think it'll affect the museum, but I think it's a legitimate stance for any politician to take to highlight issues of inequality and employability. And certainly one of the key things in the future will be the need to make sure that the waterfront project and the V&A creates jobs and we get ordinary Dundonians back into those jobs.
Lockheed Councillor Charlie Malone recently refused to attend the grand opening. Do you have any opinions about his actions?
Well, frankly, it's his loss, first of all. You should come in and see it. Making judgment before you come in and see, to see what's available for the city, what will bring people in. It's already creating, this along with the waterfront will create up to 3,000 new jobs. And the millions of pounds of money will be spent by visitors coming here. That goes straight into the local economy. I can't see what could possibly be negative about that. We need this. It's a huge lift for the city. I came here when I was 30 years ago, more than 30 years ago, a city in post-industrial decline. And now it's reborn and it's a beautiful excitement. And everybody in Dundee, when they come in there, will be really inspired.
Lockheed Councillor Charlie Malone's recently said that he won't be attending the grand opening. Do you think that this could have a detrimental effect upon the museum?
No, I wouldn't say so. I kind of get where he's coming from, but I wouldn't imagine it would have too much of an effect on the V&A at all. I mean, at the end of the day, the V&A is a good thing for Dundee as a whole, so Lockheed, that is kind of included. I mean, as much as people might not be able to experience it, it is benefiting them in some way, some sense.
Hi there, would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Alison Henderson from the Chamber of Commerce locally.
I'm Denise West from DC Thomson, the local media company.
What changes do you think that the V&A will bring to Dundee and the local area?
They're already bringing massive changes. So we've got a new train station with a hotel that's new to the city. There's lots of restaurants and bars, loads of different experiences and things that people are doing. So 71 Brewing is a local beer company, and they've opened a tap room, so you can go along and kind of see them brewing your beer. It's brilliant.
And there's a new pride in the city. A new pride in the city. Everyone's looking to Dundee now, and we were always the poor relation of the other Scottish cities. So it's lovely for Dundee to be top of the city leagues now.
Hi there. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Stewart Henderson. I'm the President of the Royal Incorporation of Architects in Scotland.
And you've been invited this evening to attend.
We were here last night for the official opening and tonight for the civic reception, and it's been great. It's a fantastic building. It's a TARDIS. It's much bigger inside than you think it's going to be. It really is great, super building.
And do you think that the V&A will have any effects on Dundee and Scotland, or the local area?
Absolutely. It will have a fantastic effect on, I'm sure, all sorts of aspects of life in Dundee, even what it's doing down here, just in terms of the redevelopment and the amount of jobs and the relationship with universities and the schools. It will be fantastic. I'm sure it will be absolutely dramatic what it will do for Dundee.
What changes do you think the V&A will bring to Dundee and Scotland?
I think the contemporary as well as the history between India and Scotland is a great history and a great part of the Dundee Museum. I'm yet to see, so I can't tell you what are the display, but I feel it's a very positive move towards conserving the history of Dundee and Scotland.
Yes, as I got the inspiration from a sea cliff as of north of Scotland. As this is a special location between water and land, and then a sea cliff is a best example of that kind of as a border. And then we try to do the softer and the more natural building. As a concrete box, square box is not fitting to that side.
Are you involved in doing more stuff in Dundee?
Yeah, I think it's just the beginning of the big urban development. It's a very ambitious project, and there's starting from this project, and it will change the city totally, I hope, and it can be one of the best examples of new urban design in the world.
Thank you very much for what you're doing for Dundee. Is that one of your best projects, one of your biggest projects that you've done? Or?
Yeah, that's the best project I did.
No worries, thank you so much.
Do you want to swap right now?
Do you have any recommendations for people who do come to visit the museum?
Oh, come to the city. The city's here to welcome you. Come to the V&A. You've got other attractions. We've got Discovery Point beside us, Verdant Works, Solicitor Gardens. We've got the DCA. We've got many attractions to come to the city and see. So please come along, enjoy yourselves. Dundee's a great place.
Great. Thanks a lot for your time.
No problem.
Cheers.